Hello and welcome back to UKSG. I'm linkboss and I'm going to speedrun for you Mickey Mania, the timeless adventures of Mickey Mouse. To start with, I'm sorry for my accent. I'm not English, I'm French. I'm not Scottish either. So I have an horrible French accent, of course. But I hope that won't scare you away from the stream. If tech is ready, I will be ready to start in a few seconds. Just checking, yeah. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Thank you. So, Mickey Mania is a game that was released on the Sega Megadrive, or Sega Genesis for you Americans, in 1994. It was developed by our great British studio Traveller's Tales. And it's basically, there's not a lot of story, it's basically like a platformer game where Mickey goes back into his old cartoons. And we start here with Steamboat Willie, of course, the first Mickey cartoon, which is actually in the public domain. So you can make derivative artworks of Mickey. We have seen a lot on the internet when it became free. Yeah, it's a nice game to have. There's no glitches, there's no bugs. It has been very well developed, but we have like a fair amount of skips that we use. Like for example, here you've seen I've thrown a marble. We throw a lot of marbles in this game to hurt enemies and stuff. And we throw marbles when we fall to avoid an animation when we fall down on the ground. And it's basically like to help us save a little bit of time. And a lot of games is like that. Like a lot of the game is basically skipping animations and stuff to go faster. It's micro optimizations like that. And so since we don't have any knockback when we get hit, as you have seen, we take a lot of damage to save time in this game. But I try to not take too much, because if I take too much, I will die, and dying is a bit annoying. Because if you die, you start at the beginning of the sequence all over again. Not the full level, but just the beginning of the sequence. Except if you've taken the checkpoint, which is... Whoops. Yeah. Except if you've taken the checkpoints. The checkpoints are like the little fireworks that you can see sometimes in the level. Yeah, I got it. Shoot. Did I get it? Yes. So here we have like an auto-scroller. And it might not seem like it, but this game is quite hard if you play it the first time. As you can see, there's a lot of like things that can hit you. But a good thing is that there's actually no RNG at all in this game. Like everything is scripted. And everything is scripted like about 1.5 screens ahead of you. That means that if you get out of your pace, you can get back into the pace quite easy. And here we are in nice like tower things. Also, like this game is kind of a technical marvel for the Sega Megadrive, because as you might have not noticed, like this is like kind of 3D. It's not actually 3D. You can see how it's made because like the main developer has a YouTube channel, and he explained on there how the game is made. Oops, dang, my timing is all over the place today. And here we used this only glitch in the game, the only actual glitch in the game, which is like sprite overload. Since in this game, like in the Megadrive, has a sprite limit, you cannot show more than a certain amount of sprites on the screen at the same time. I used the fireworks as a way to overload the sprite console count, and that made the skeleton bones disappear, which is a nice thing because skeleton bones can hit you in this game, whereas the sparkles from the fireworks don't. So basically, I traded bad sprites for good sprites. And in this level, so from the Mad Doctor 1933 cartoon from with Mikey, it's there's a lot of like auto scrollers and things. Oh, dang! I mean, and now we have to wait. We made like here we made a little bit of like chemistry, cooking. I don't know. And this is how we break the door to be able to access the boss of the level, who is the Mad Doctor, who's as you might have seen on the short board behind, has ideas for experiments with our friend Pluto. Pluto, is it the name in English? I don't remember. Yeah. And here, each time, like the Alan Meyers that he throws when he gets it are like the same, basically the same. They follow the same path, so you can avoid them quite easily if you know the game. And we're on the third level, Moose Hunters from 1937. And this level is in two parts, basically one that's quite straightforward, where you don't have any enemy to it, but you have a lot of things to avoid. And also, as you can see, this game has been animated by Disney people, not by actually like the sprites and everything were made by Disney people. And that's why like the sprites are very beautiful. Like the game is very beautiful. But there's a problem is that like the hitboxes in this game are a bit all over the place. So as you might have seen, I was able to go through the branches even without getting it. And now we have the Moose Chase, the second part, which is kind of technical marvel as well. Remember that this console doesn't have any 3D capabilities whatsoever, and is still capable to do something like this, which is quite impressive. And also, like, so if you go on YouTube, the channel is Game Hut, the channel of the game developer. He explains on it as well how this level has been made on the Megadrive, which is kind of like a neat trick. The way it has been made is a neat trick. And of course, like the apple, you have to take the apples to keep your speed. If you don't take the apple, you slow down and you get run over by the moose, which is a bit annoying. That's not something that we want to do. And basically, the pattern at the end of the level is very sparse, so you have to be careful. But it's always the same, so you just go over it and that's it. And now we are in Lonesome Ghost, a very nice cartoon with a very cool 3D effect there. Here I have to time my jump to be... No, I won't be... Yeah, you can time your jump. If you time well your jump, you can jump there, and there you have like more like extra hit points and extra lives as well. Also, I didn't explain, of course, we are the fourth level, I didn't explain. The hand on the top left is like Mickey's life. It's represented by the hand, so you can be hit basically 5 times before losing life, and or you have 5 hit points, so you can be hit 4th, and the 5th time you lose a life. Oops. Oh, I have to wait a bit. Yeah, because like the... Yeah. It happens. But yeah, and as I said earlier, like we'll optimize our life, because here we kind of want to lose a life at a certain moment, because it's easier to be more reckless and lose a life. It's quicker to be more reckless and lose a life than to actually try to save our hit points. So that's something that we'll do. So I have up, and now I will time basically to my. So now it should be okay. So here I'm set up for not having any hit point left. I hit the checkpoint, and since I've hit the checkpoint, I will respawn just right away, very quickly, and that's basically I got a full health up for like 4 seconds of time lost, which is kind of neat. And now I will just go and take hits. And here the timing is quite important, so I have to be not too fast, because if I'm too fast, I will go and like trigger the ghost. Oh shoot! Hey, thank you. I will trigger if I was too quick, I would have triggered the ghost too early in the cycle, and I would have gotten a hit more, which is not something that I want. Here the timing is always the same, so yeah, if you time correctly, you can go through the ghosts, because the hitboxes are a bit all over the place in this game. And here you'll see here the worst enemies, I would say, hitbox wise, are the butterflies there. Their hitbox is so messed up. It's always a gamble whether you get hit or not. I'm taking a slow way. You can go faster by jumping on the mosquitoes. Yeah, I guess mosquitoes. You can be faster on jumping on the mosquitoes, but for safety reasons, I won't be. So here it's Mickey and the Beanstalk. This level, it's based on the Jack and the Beanstalk stories, of course, and. Basically, we have gone up a magic beanstalk, and we are now in the world of giants. So that's why we'll meet up with like the big spiders and stuff. And here to be faster, like the world record, I'm not world record on this game, I'm like third. The world record, which is a minute faster than me, a bit like 50 something seconds. He jumps on the butterflies instead of taking the little beans. But I haven't trained for it, so I'm not going to do it, especially not in an event. Oof, that's bad. Yeah. Okay, it's not that bad for me to not have life, because I kind of want to lose I didn't want to lose life there, but I'll get it. I wanted to lose it a bit later, but I want to finish usually this level with a full life. Because like the next level has a lot of enemies, especially the first part, and by having life you can basically go through enemies while using life and save a lot of time. So that's what I'm aiming to do. Because like killing all the enemies in the next level is way too long. So this is already the last level of the game, but it's a big level. It's the Prince of the Popper, based on the 1990 cartoon, which was the latest like Mickey cartoon proper that we had at the time. So where like basically it's the story of two Mickeys. It's the story of two Mickeys, one the prince of the kingdom, one the pauper, one a pauper person, and they switch places. and because like there's like Pete, the long-time enemy of Mickey, that will schemed for that. Ooh, I did a dang! I did a perfect sequence there. The perfect sequence has you lose only 1 hit point, but you can lose way more if you don't time correctly your marbles and stuff, because I use a lot of so yeah, we found the popper. Now we have to find the prince in the level, and yeah, if you don't time your jumps, your marbles correctly, to abuse like you abuse hitboxes basically, you are bound to lose a lot of life on the first part of the level. And in this part of the level, basically, it's a lot of hitbox abuse, because like each enemy here takes 3 hits to be killed, and it's a bit too much for us. Yeah, here, I took a hit. If I do it correctly, I don't have to take hits, but and here I have to time. Yeah, there's a jump to time here to be able to jump early in the thing sequence. The thing, I don't know what to call that, like that thing that I rode on. Yeah, here you can see like a lot of enemy dodging. Here on this sequence you have to be actually quite fast, because like if you lose just a little bit of time, you'll be crushed by the wall. It's a very hard game when you play it for the first time. Yep. And we found the prince, so now we are on the final sequence, which is like we have to climb to the top of the tower to be able to go and to meet Pete for our final fight. So it's basically like the opposite of what we did in Mad Doctor. Instead of going down, we go up, but this time there's flames. So we have to be careful to not be too slow. And yeah, you can see the flames here. And now we have like a final side climb sequence, which the first time you find it, you're like, ooh, this is fast. Because like when you're not prepared. For me, like it sounds slow, it looks slow now, but the first time you're not prepared, you're like, ooh, what the hell? But thankfully here, like the enemies only take 1 hit to be killed, which is kind of a godsend, because like because you don't really have time to hit them. Yeah, I'm taking hit here. And you can see that's really well made for the Megadrive game for Megadrive, because of all the game we didn't have 1 lag or anything. Yep. And now we are on the final boss, which is Pete, which is completely timed. We cannot like we cannot go faster. There's no way to go faster, sadly. So we just have like to get these little rolling things with spikes on them, and just put them basically on his bottom. There's a slight optimization to do at the end of the phase of this phase, where you have to basically you have to wait for a cycle, because for stupid reasons here So the next sequence here, you can see that when he, after throwing his knife, he just doesn't do anything. But on the next sequence, after doing the knife throw, after throwing his sword, he laughs, and that's actually quite a bit longer. So you prefer to end here than having to wait a cycle on this sequence, because because of sprite animations. And here we're taking damage to same time, of course, because we are able to like cut off his laugh when by taking a hit and throwing the ball early at him. Well, my time is all over the place. And we are already getting at the end of the boss, so get ready on time. And time. So that's already the end of the game, so well done, Mickey. So Mighty Pete has been defeated and Mickey can start his next animated cartoon. Watch for it coming soon. I don't even know what the next cartoon after the game was. And also he says at the end, did you find the Mad Doctor and Band Concert Mickeys? It's because you have like two secret Mickeys that, of course, since it's a speedrun, we didn't get. But you have two extra Mickeys that you can get in this game. One is in the Mad Doctor in the elevator sequence if you go back to the elevator at the end instead of leaving. And the other one is at the Band Concert. Is at the Beanstalk when we go up the table. You can, if you go left instead to go to the table, you'll be able to go to an extra bonus level where you can get an extra continue. Basically, that's the whole of the game. So yeah, this was Mickey Mania. Thanks for having me. I didn't give a lot of time to the hosts. Sorry.
That's fine. Chat's probably glad I wasn't talking anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because like with my accent, you know, they didn't understand probably half of what I said, so...
You seem to be fine on that front, but fantastic run.
Yeah.
Well done. Anything else you'd like to add?
Just if you want to, I'm not speedrunning a lot, but I'm there at some events. If you want to see my event runs that I did, this and other games I run. So basically, the other games I run are mainly Sonic 2 and Street of Rage 4 on PC. If you want to find them, you can find them on my speedruns.me page. So speedruns.me/linkboss. Also, you can go on speedruns.me. It's a super website. It's a super alternative to speedrun.com. I would encourage you to go to it. And then I hope you enjoy the rest of the event.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Linkboss. We are going to again go to another intermission where we have Big the Dave following that with Incarceration. Don't get executed, but for now we're just going to go to a break.